Hi there! Today we're going to be cooking sous vide. This is going to be our first attempt for the filet mignon, which is pretty much the main reason why I've been so wanting to get a sous vide for years now, is to be able to perfectly cook a beautiful filet that thick. Until now we've done the big green egg, we've done different types of smoke, and that's great, but to make a really perfect steak, so far sous vide seems to be the best way to do it, and today we're going to find out how easy it is. All we're going to need today is a sous vide, which is, here we have a Sansaire. We'll be using that. We have 3 beautiful fillets, and we're only going to be seasoning with a little bit of Montreal seasoning because this is the normal way that we do it. So this is to compare it to how we do it on the big green egg or on any other charcoal grill that we use. So let's get started. Alright, let's get started. As I say, today we're going to do pretty simple. Just going to take these nice fillets. I didn't trim them, I didn't do nothing, just put them straight there, and I am just going to coat them ever so gently with a little bit of Montreal seasoning. As I say, this is the normal way that we usually do it on the big green egg or the Weber, whichever method we're using. And what I usually like to do sometimes is just put it down here and then put the sides over, so we can kind of get it all around. Not too much, just enough to let us know that it's there. Okay, now that looks fine for now. Now you can use a Ziploc bag, I've been told, to do sous vide, but so far I've been using the vacuum seal. So let's go ahead and get that going. Move these to the side here. This is our vacuum sealer, not with a short cord, so we'll do it sideways today. Let's go ahead and get these guys into the bag, just like this. And all perfect. Looks like they're going to fit nice and snug all right next to each other. And we'll go ahead and let's seal these guys up. That's good enough. Let's seal that. And done. Give that a moment to make sure that it's sealed. Okay, so there we have our sealed filet mignon with just a little bit of Montreal. I think next time I'll probably try it with a little rosemary or thyme sprig, but say this time I want to keep it like I normally do it. So now we're going to go ahead and get these guys into the sous vide. So I've got the sous vide in some water, fill it up using the pot filler, which makes it real easy. I've chosen a temperature, as you can see by pushing this, of 135, which should give us a nice medium rare, or medium, maybe slightly medium rare. I've looked at the different, Sansaire, the Avanos, all the different things about what the temperature should be, and from everything I could see, and I kind of want to overdo it a little bit because I don't want to have a really underdone steak that'll end up having to cook more in the cast iron or some other way. So instead I'm going to kind of go towards a little bit higher maybe than we normally do to see how it is. Now on this with the sous vide cooking guide, interesting, it has this little measurement thing which I like, and what that does is you put that on the thickness and it lets you know how many hours it should take. And from this one it looks like it's going to take about it says 2.5. Normally they say an hour and 15 minutes is what I've been reading. So we're going to see about, of course, the sous vide you can cook longer if you like. So I'm going to put this in now and probably give it a good 2.5 hours, I think. That'll give me some time to do my other things that I'm going to do today and get the other things we're going to be eating. So it's not up to temperature yet. It should take about 10 minutes. Okay, the sous vide is up to temperature. It's supposed to be at 135. It's dancing between 35, now you see it, then 36. So I don't know if it takes a little while to stabilize or exactly what. I've decided I want to test the temperature to see how accurate it is. So two devices that I'm using is a super fast thermal pen and see what it says. Now, right now the Sansaire says 136. And my thermal pen is saying 132. So we got right now 34, so it's got about a 2 to 3 degree temperature. Now I'm also going to try a laser thermometer, and it is at 132, 133. So it looks like these two measuring instruments are within about 1 degree of each other. But both of these are 2 to 3 degrees out from what it says on here. Now I've set it at the 135, which would theoretically give me a medium done steak, which is fine by me. I can live with that. If we go by the temperature that's on here, it'll be more medium, a little bit towards the medium rare side. So we'll see how it goes. Here are fillets with a little Montreal seasoning, and we're just going to go ahead and get them into the bath. Right in there. Should have completely submerged, and we'll check back in a little while. Okay, time for a quick update. This has been going for about 45 minutes now or so, and I have to say the temperature is maintaining, at least so it says, at 135. It hasn't been jumping up or down like it did when it just got the temperature, so that's good. I've been measuring it with the thermal pen and also with the infrared thermometer, and it seems to be about 2 degrees. It thinks it's 2 degrees higher than what it actually is. So we'll see how the steak comes out. And also, one thing I want to point out here is the noise. Now, when I watched some videos from Sansaire, they were talking about how quiet it was, that you'd only know it was even on in the room because of the LED lights. So when I got this and all of a sudden I heard all this noise, I was like, oh, that's bad. And I can see in the bottom with the shaft with the impeller isn't really quite in the middle. So it seems, so I believe that might be part of what's causing it. So I was going to send it back until I looked online and saw some other people who apparently this is about average. Some people have some that scream and make some horrible noises, but it appears that this is somewhat normal noise. So I'll let you listen to how noisy it is for a moment. It's not bad. Even when my wife, when my lovely wife first came in and it was running, she says, wow, that's quiet. So all in all, I don't think I'll be returning it for that reason. We'll see how the temperature goes and we'll check on it later. Okay, they just came out of the sous vide, and now I've got them searing at about a 400, just over 400 degree cast iron pan with a little canola oil on the bottom. And we're going to let these guys sear up a little bit. It was on for a total of 2 hours and 37 minutes. Let's get in there. Okay, I flipped them. Just got a little bit of color on there. Don't want to sear too much because obviously I don't want to cook the meat any more than it needs to. So now I'm going to go ahead and let it go on this side and then do the edges. Okay, it's been seared on all sides and we're just about ready to cut. And let's see how it came out. It's being served with bacon wrapped onions and a baked potato. So let's go ahead and slice into this and see how it looks. And there you have a pretty much perfectly all the way cut through steak. Very minimal. Probably could have seared it a little bit more, but that is one beautiful, beautiful piece of steak. And let me just, okay, that is the most tender steak, hands down, I've ever had in my entire life, by all means. So I give sous vide a thumbs up.